incredibly immature. All right, that was my deductive reasoning there. We'll see if it turns out to be accurate. D.C. Police Chief confirmed CF News to me on Thursday. When was in custody? I don't know. Oh, this is the guy that shot the cops, I think. Senate blocks House bill on NSA surveillance. I haven't read the details of that. I will just say that I still firmly believe that Edward Snowden was a dick. I don't know if he had good intentions. I think he wanted to have his famous moment, and he went about it all wrong, because the way he did it, and there were so many ways he could have done it, was about the worst way you can go. The only thing that he did that was even marginally honorable was to not release everything at once. But who is he to decide what intelligence to release? All the countries in the world spying, but now we get to tell everybody how we spy and who we spy on. Seem reasonable to you? Oh, it gives Americans their freedom back. Sure, they're not getting their phone calls recorded. Fine, that's great. Too bad you couldn't have just released that. Yeah, that's not all he released, though. Yeah, he released a lot more than that. Bad stuff. There are ways to get policies changed without fucking ratting your country out to the whole world for their specific spy practices when you know every goddamn country in the world has them. Pisses me off. Because now we have to completely rebuild our entire intelligence infrastructure. Couple of $3 billion there. Thanks, Ed. Appreciate that. Yeah, we lost all our sources. They're not safe anymore, so we had to get rid of them. Fucking ridiculous. Oh, lordy. Ooh, school bans Jesus from child's assignment. How about that? I don't like these news stories. This doesn't feel like the news. What happened to regular Google News? Oh, that's Fox News. I'm not looking at that. Google News. What do you like for news, Andrew? Gotta have a source for good news. You know me, I think you need about 11 sources, but nobody wants to do that. They get comfortable. People get comfortable. They get routines. They want to go one place and get it done. I get that. It's just not good news. Let's see. ISIS says it bombed Saudi mosque. 21 reported dead. Yep. That's what you do when you live in the word, man. Islam. Let's protect Islam. Let's fucking bomb a mosque. Yeah. Lordy. What else we got? More than 40 people killed in fierce gun battle between drugs gang and police in Mexico. Surprise, surprise. Yeah, nothing really interesting. You know what's in the news. I don't know if Bernie Sanders has a real chance here. I'm curious what Paul Dembski would think about that. I'll give him a pretty hard look, I'll be honest with you, because I've been impressed with what I've seen from him just in his past before he ever announced he was running. I think he announced he's running. At least that's what I've heard. I don't know if that's true or not. But he's a smart guy. And it seems so far that he doesn't have a bunch of scandal following him around like Hillary does. That black cloud of shame, of constantly feeling above the law, constant shady dealings with people. Ugh, bad stuff. I'm sorry, very bad stuff. Same characters improve skip as Rangers cross lightning. Well, good for you, Rangers, you fuckers. Paralyzed man controls robotic arms with his thoughts. We knew this was going on already. Harvard study, could Chinese thunder god vine plant be cure-all for obesity? I suppose it could. Could probably give you a brain aneurysm too. You got to study shit for 20 years to know what the side effects are going to be. Sometimes it takes shit time to build up. Oh, 5.3 magnitude earthquake shakes Las Vegas. Wow. Holy shit, I got some people out there. I got to send a note out and see if everything's all right. When did that happen? Where is that? Oh, now they're changing it to 4.8. Surprise. What is it, you know? Lying in the headlines. Gave it an extra 0.5 power in the headline. That's fucked up. Now, no, 5.4. Then it dropped down to 4.8 magnitude. Honestly. When was this? I'm going to have to check on some people there. All right, we're getting ready to go here. Let me see if Andrew's added anything into the chat. RT, but not when they talk about Russia. I hear you. Did Ed get his model stripper girlfriend to go to Russia? I heard something about that today. I heard about that too. I'm sure he probably is. I don't. He says. Andrew says I don't have to be right and respect all views, but after firing that weapon myself, no way. Well, you would know better than me, Andrew. I haven't fired that weapon before. I mean, I've fired, like M16, 22 pump, 22 lever, and I can pop off a few pretty quick with it, but it would take me time to set up for accuracy on a moving target. That's for sure. But he was a pinpoint accuracy shooter, so you know maybe the gun is the most questionable part about this. Why would he have used that gun? But because he was killed, for all we know, the gun he put there wasn't the gun he used. Maybe he hid that somewhere else that was never found. Maybe he carried it out in the package with him, and that was a backup gun to protect himself or something. Who knows? In case the one jammed. I mean, so many things are possible there. But I don't even know if they matched up ballistics from the bullets fired to that weapon. I'm pretty sure they were the same caliber, but no one could reproduce the shots from that weapon in that timeline. Okay. Well, we'll have the discussion, man. I'll look a little bit more into it, but I'm just going to have to stay neutral on it. That's all. I'll host it. I'll probably won't find anybody almost everybody I know believes there was some kind of conspiracy there, but nobody really knows what the conspiracy was. Who are we blaming for sure? I mean, I see a lot of evidence that the government fucked up in their report. I see a lot of evidence that the federal government and the Secret Service had problems understanding their jurisdiction and what should happen when something happens in Dallas, and Texas State Police and the city police are doing their job, and the federal government decides they're going to take over everything when it's not their jurisdiction, even though it was the president that was, because the same people that were prosecuting the same man for the same type of crime, for killing the police officer, should have been in charge of assessing and reporting on the crime scene right there as it happened in Dealey Plaza. And I don't know. That was a bunch. Why don't they think about this stuff before it happens and get it in black and white? If for any reason the president is shot at on one of his motorcades, we will handle this part, you will handle that part. I mean, they were fighting about what to do with his body in the goddamn hospital. Fighting, yelling over it, Secret Service and the city police. Just, that's got to be put into, bigger is better for rating. Okay. Yeah, it's got to be put into, print. You can't be guessing when something like this happens. They need to have what-if scenarios for everything. If there's a small nuclear strike in Oklahoma and some of the fallout lands in, I don't know, let's see, something that borders Oklahoma, Tennessee. No, actually, does it? I don't know. I'd have to look at a map. Let me think. Tennessee, Oklahoma. Let's see. Colorado. Texas, I'm pretty sure borders Oklahoma. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. If it goes over state lines, who's in charge of that? If it originated in one state but has actually affected another state, these things all have to be settled in writing, in print, without any hesitation, so that when something happens, there's not a big clusterfuck of officials running around yelling at each other. I don't know why we can't do that. Sit down for a year and write the policies up. Jesus. People have no imagination in government. They sure won't. They'll pay for dumb shit, but they won't pay for planning. Oh. All right. Well, thank you for coming tonight, Mr. Andrew. We will have, if y'all want to have the show, I just got to find the people that want to do it. And I'll tell you what I'll do, so that I'm not just a total lame duck in the show. I'll tell you when a story that someone's presenting seems to have some either unsupporting evidence or some holes in the approach, and I'll play devil's advocate, because I'm telling you, my mind's not closed on this. I just don't see evidence of a conspiracy yet, but maybe you guys will change my mind when we do the show. So that's going to be the angle I take. A neutral guy who will play devil's advocate strictly on the logic thing. I won't set out to make anybody look stupid, but I'll act basically like an attorney who's trying to challenge you in a practice trial on, okay, this is what you believe, but what if this happened, or what if that happened? How do you explain that away? So we'll poke at it and probe at it. Who knows? Maybe we'll figure it the fuck out right on my show. Who knows? Anyway, I'm getting ready to get the hell out of here. I got nothing left. Thank you, Andrew, for stopping by. You guys have been listening to Truth on Tap. Your host, Kevin Kierstead, Is he out? He gone.